Hey y'all, welcome to Quick Reviews. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Crew Motorfest and giving it a boosted score ranging from a scale of 1 to 10. Now, I like to do things a little differently in my channel, right? I do my reviews in reverse. So I give it a rating first, then I explain why I gave it that rating. But this game is special, because it gets 2 scores. And in my opinion, I think this game deserves to get a 6.5 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10. And I'll explain why. So I'm going to start off by saying, and being very honest, I'm indeed a Forza fanboy. Ever since the very first Forza game came out, I've played many hours in every single Forza entry. And here's why this is important. The Crew Motorfest feels very similar to Forza. In fact, I would even call it a direct competitor. And all of you may say, but how's this a direct competitor when Horizon came out like 2 years ago? And why are you talking about Forza? This isn't a Forza review, you freaking idiot. Well, I say to that, you're just gonna have to watch the review and see. Who? So yes, Crew feels just like Horizon, and then sometimes during gameplay, I even forgot that this wasn't Horizon. So here's the backstory for the game. It takes place on one of Hawaii's islands, and the whole point is that you're there to participate in the Motorfest. Now the Motorfest is essentially the same thing as the Horizon Festival. Oh, but what's the Horizon Festival, you say? Well, it's basically a big car festival where street racing is legal, you can drive head on to many people as you want, there are no speed limits. Basically, the locals go through hell whenever one of the festivals touch down in their city, because no one can even safely go to the grocery store without being T-boned by Koenigsegg with 245 miles per hour or 25 miles per hour zone. Yeah, got it? Good. So basically, just picture Coachella, except for cars. So at the start of a game, you pick a avatar person. What? What even is? What are you? What? Oh my god! He's alive. And you pick one of 3 starting cars. You know, cookie cutter racing game stuff. We get it. Then they put you into a showcase race, like Forza. And these races, they just kind of showcase some of the events and disciplines that are available to race in the game. These range from circuit races to rally races to point, nighttime street races, drag races, and it even has toge. There are a huge number of races and disciplines to pick from. Oh, also it has motorcycles, boats, and airplanes. Yeah, I don't know why it has airplanes or boats. I was under the impression this was like a car game. And plus, I literally didn't realize they had planes while I was scrolling through the vehicle list. It's like the game even forgot it had airplanes. They didn't really mention it a whole lot. Also, this is my first crew game, so give me a break. I know this is a norm for you crew players, all 8 of you. But anyways, multiplayer is okay. As of right now, as far as I can tell, there's only one game mode for multiplayer, which is kind of like a triathlon style race, which kind of sucks considering all the other fun game modes the single player has to offer. But I'm sure that the devs will probably add more game modes as time goes on. Motorfest has a pretty good number of cars. I think it's around 500 plus of them. However, they kind of cheat. Like, for example, look here. There are 9 different 370Zs to pick from. And a lot of the cars in the game has this same treatment where they have like 3 or 4 different variants for one car. One may be a drift version, one may be a rally version, and some cars can have a monster truck version. But it just feels kind of cheaty. But nonetheless, the car selection is good. It's fine. Forget about it. The island is fairly big with many different biomes and unique areas to race in, including jungles, coastal areas, cities, volcanoes, and mountainous terrains. It can look really good at times. A really cool detail I like about the map is that it's like a miniaturized version of the city. Like you can zoom in and see the traffic driving around. It's like I'm their god and I can see them go about their daily lives and do anything I want to do to them. Scattered across the map are smaller challenges and activities you can do while you're free roaming, just like Forza. Like slaloms, speed zones, and you even get this weird game mode where like a red monster chases you and you have to escape outside of the zone. You also have a little AI person that can route you to nearest races, give you tips and just general information about challenges and activities and just whatever's currently going on in the game at the moment. Just like Forza. You even have annoying side characters that just gawk in your ear every 5 seconds. Just like Forza. You kind of see where I'm going with this. It's very hard not to compare the two when Motorfest was very, very obviously inspired by Forza Horizon's tried and true formula. But they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know all you PlayStation guys out there really have been wanting to play Forza all these years, but Big Daddy Sony won't let you give up that pride and admit it. It's cool though. All us Xbox guys have been known this. And on top of a game like this coming to PlayStation, I feel like it also improves on the Horizon formula in some areas. Me, coming from Horizon, a lot of the changes are very welcome. For one, the car customization is really, really, really good. You can really transform a lot of the cars to your own unique style. Whereas in Forza, it may have like 5 to 7 bumpers to choose from on the high end. This game typically has like 20 plus bumpers to pick from per vehicle, per side. You can also change out the headlights and the taillights too, which is super, super cool, which is something I've always wanted in a Forza game. It also has a player hub where you can walk around with your avatar and see some of the most popular customized cars in a showroom style area. That was kind of one of my complaints about Forza Horizon, is that you get all these clothes in the little loot boxes, but you don't ever really see your avatar outside of a few like short cutscenes. Another small favorite of mine are the circuit races, which actually has a rudimentary tire wear and it requires you to pit. I love adding a little bit of strategy to my racing. Also, look at this animation. So under a certain speed, if you're just cruising around, your avatar actually rests his arm out of the window and drives with just one hand. I have never seen this in a racing game before. Hell, I would say even just buy the game just for this feature. Now, the most important aspect of the game, which are the driving physics. Now, this is kind of the weakest part of the game in my opinion. Now, the driving physics are okay. They're fine, especially for an arcade racer. You still have to slow down, use your brakes when you go around corners. You still have to have a little throttle control so that you won't spin out on the corner exit. But man, the physics get really, really wonky sometimes. It's obviously not anything physics based because it is obviously an arcade racer. But like sometimes I feel like I'm playing Mario Kart because some cars gonna have this tap the brake to drift kind of characteristic. So it's kind of a weird in between Need for Speed and Mario Kart with the driving physics. So if you're expecting some superb Horizon style Simcade driving physics, this is not for you at all. Oh, and did I mention the drifting is terrible. So do not think you're gonna come into this doing smooth tandems with your friends like on Forza Horizon or Kart. The drifting is dumb, weird, and it kind of scares me. 2 out of 10 would not recommend. I honestly didn't even waste my time plugging up my will to play this game. I knew only sadness would follow. Also, I couldn't find a way to remap the controls, which is a huge thumbs down for me. I hate the default controls that the game gives you for shifting up and down the gears. I really wish I could change that. So, in conclusion, if you played Forza Horizon, this game is like a 6.5 out of 10. Just because of how familiar it feels and the major lack of changes or innovation. I would skip this if you're really into Horizon. I mean, it would probably be fun with friends for like a week or two, but the physics would probably turn you off. But if you have never played a Horizon game, well, golly, Bill, this right here is the bee's knees, I tell you what. So, 8 out of 10. If you're not familiar with the Horizon formula, this would be a really, really fun game for you. Definitely pick it up.
Please don't touch the car.
PlayStation losers. Without the hindsight of Horizon, this is a really, really solid racer and a really good car game. It's got a lot to do and see, a lot of customization, and a lot of cruising and fun to be had with your friends. Although the multiplayer is currently lacking a little bit of content and the physics are a little weird, I definitely would say pick it up. I'm sure the devs will be adding more and more content as the game ages. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, well, I don't know. You need to get some class. So I will see you guys on the next one.